Hello, Chronoholics. I am Dr. Karan Madan. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Chronoholic Stories. We are the voice of the Indian watch community, and it is our duty to bring amazing collector stories to you. Our guest for today's episode is a daughter of Indian cinema, a star of the hit Netflix show Bollywood Wives, Miss Riddhima Kapoor Sahni. Riddhima?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing,
I'm
Riddhima?
very well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Welcome to Chronoholic Stories.
Thank you so much.
So, the nation knows you as an actor, a model, celebrity influencer, yoga enthusiast,
Yes,
jewelry designer,
yes.
and so much more. But tell us, who really is Riddhima Kapoor Sahni?
You said it all, actually. But of course, I am a proud mother,
Sure.
a wife, a homemaker,
Wonderful.
and very, very proud of my role. And I would like to call myself a watch collector as well.
Well, I'm so happy to know that you have an amazing set of watches.
Thank you. I only have these, but I'm proud of my babies, my gorgeous babies.
You know what? Even one watch is enough. As long as you love watches and you can talk about watches, and you have the inclination to learn a little more about the other stuff that you have a wish list. You look forward to things.
I do actually.
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
It's never enough. Yeah.
Tell me, let's just dive right into it. What was your first ever watch?
It has to be this one. It's the Bulgari,
Yeah.
the Serpentine.
Yeah.
I love the tricolor,
Right.
and it is vintage. So I have
Yeah.
a thing for vintage watches.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I love collecting. I know you don't get them. Like my mother keeps telling me, why do you like watches from Baba Adam ke zamane ka? Like why don't you, get something that's available, in today's
Right,
times?
right.
But something about this watch that literally, like I really wanted it, and fortunately for me, I found it.
Wonderful.
So this was my first ever watch.
First ever watch. So,
Yeah.
when you say vintage, I can totally understand, because vintage is where the charm is.
Yeah.
That's where the industry has come from. Most of the watches that you see on the table today or in stores today
Yeah.
are actually the current modern versions of the beautiful watches that you have today.
Agree, completely agree with you. And I don't know what it is. See, I don't really understand technicalities, mechanism.
Sure.
I'm into design.
Right.
If I like something,
Right.
and I also believe in one thing. I believe that a watch finds you,
Yeah.
more than you finding
Finding
a
the
watch.
watch,
It's a journey, Looking for a watch is a journey, not exactly a destination. That's what I read somewhere.
Sure.
It's the thrill of
Yeah.
wanting a watch,
Yeah.
of looking for a watch, and then the satisfaction that you get when you actually purchase it, when you
Yeah,
get it,
that's right.
and then you embrace it, and then you cherish it and
Yeah.
keep it with you for years to come.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's what I truly believe
Yeah.
in that. But I love something about vintage watches
Right.
that completely
Right.
drives me towards
Right.
them. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you told me about your first watch. What came
Yes.
next?
It was this one, another vintage. You won't
Yeah.
find this in the market now. It's
Yeah.
the Cartier Tono.
Tono, yeah.
I just love this. So
Yeah.
it's really funny because back in the day, I loved chunky pieces.
Sure.
Men's watches
Right.
in particular. But
Right.
now, at the age I'm at, I'm more like sort of jewelry watches.
Sure.
And sleeker pieces.
It's, we all go, as watch collectors, we
Yeah.
all go through a journey. And that signifies not just the evolution of your collecting
Yeah,
strategies and outlook, it also signifies your personal evolution.
Correct.
Is what I firmly
So you
believe
evolve,
in.
I
You
guess,
evolve. You
yeah.
evolve as a person. You refine your tastes as you go on.
Right.
And that reflects in what you have, in what you own, in what you look forward to.
Correct.
So tell me, the Tono, for
Yeah,
example, it's a really rare watch. I
It
mean, you
is.
don't see these too often on people's
It's a
wrist.
treasured piece,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
You won't
How
find
did
it.
you get this one?
I got this, I think it was about 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
15, 18 years ago, yeah. So I found this watch. I can't even remember where. I think it was Dubai.
Okay.
These two were
Yeah.
from Dubai.
It's okay.
So I was lucky, and I was very, very fortunate that this was, and I kept at it. I didn't give up. So
Yeah.
something that I do have another watch on my wish list.
Yeah.
Dying for, again, vintage piece,
Sure.
again, very rare.
Sure.
A discontinued piece
Okay.
rather.
Okay.
I love the Bulgari turbo gas.
Oh, wow.
The Serpentine watch,
Yeah.
the turbo gas,
Turbo
but
gas.
the one with the round dial. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
looking for that piece
Oh, wow.
everywhere. Can't get my hands on it, but I know the brand has reintroduced
Yeah.
a similar style,
Yes,
a
yeah.
similar model.
That's right.
But not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Right. I think it's the Bulgari that they have with the round dials.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The tricolor.
The tricolor, yes.
But what I'm looking for is the solid gold.
Oh, wow.
So guys, people invest all their money in
Yeah.
jewelry,
Yeah.
bags, shoes, clothes.
Yeah.
But I save my money to buy a watch.
Right? She's a chronoholic too, just like us. No, tell
Getting
me.
there, getting there.
You know what? In fact, if she's looking for that particular watch, guys, on the community,
Guys, recommendations.
let's find
please.
her one. Dealers unite. Okay. Now, the interesting thing is I can see a lot of amazing watches, but which one would you pick as your absolute favorite?
No, they're my babies. I can't choose an absolute
You cannot
favorite.
choose.
I love the one I'm wearing also right now.
Yeah.
It's the Benoit. Right?
Benoit.
Benoit. So the Cartier Benoit, this is one of my favorite.
Right.
This is very close to my heart because
Yeah.
this was actually my dad's watch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So he wore this all the time,
Right.
and this was actually his favorite
Sure.
watch. When he passed on, I just kept it with me.
That's
It obviously
lovely.
doesn't fit me because I wish I could,
Yeah.
but wear it. But I just keep it with me.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a
this
treasure. That's a wonderful
This is one
treasure.
of my most favorite ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, most favorite piece.
Wonderful. Just circling back to the Bulgari scene, I know you're looking for the turbogas with the round dial, right? But you already have a Serpentine right there.
It's not my favorite at all.
Why so? It's such a beautiful watch. Why not?
I don't know, something about the head.
Yeah.
About this particular,
Yeah.
and I'm talking purely from the design
Sure,
aspect.
sure.
I just don't like this, and I don't know why
okay.
I bought it. Like seriously, it's time for an upgrade or time to
Yeah.
give this piece away.
Right. So it's the triangular serpentine head that you don't like
not
as
too
much.
fond of, honestly.
Fair,
I'm more
fair.
into round or then. Nah, I mean I like this.
You
I
like that,
this
sure,
shape, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But something about the head,
Yeah.
I'm not too fond of.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Mm.
No,
And
we'll
I
get
don't
to
know
the
why I
Bulgari
bought it,
then.
guys. Like,
You
seriously.
already have a square Bulgari there, so I think the
yes.
round Serpentine would be an absolutely amazing addition to your
Exactly,
collection.
yeah. And this is very rare because, of course, this is very old
Yeah.
and one will not be able to find this anywhere.
Highly unlikely.
The square dial.
The square dial, yeah.
the
Highly
tricolor
unlikely.
square.
Sure.
It's a beauty.
Yeah. I also see that you have a predilection for the precious metals. You have a very nice
Yes.
Rolex Day Date right
This
here.
is another hand-me-down. This
Yeah.
is my father-in-law's watch.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yes. So
Amazing.
I have everyone's blessings here.
Yeah.
My father, my mother. This is my mom's watch,
Really?
actually. Did I
Wow.
mention this?
No, not
so,
yet, yeah.
Yes, so my father's watch, my father-in-law's blessings, and my mom's blessings. And my mom actually has the most beautiful pieces in her collection.
Sure.
But for some odd reason, she never manages to wear them. And I
Right.
don't know why, She prefers wearing jewelry, I think, over watches.
Your jewelry.
My jewelry and her collection. Yeah, she prefers jewelry, but
Right.
so I did see this watch
Yeah.
in her collection, and
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, Mom? It's my birthday, and if you are not going to be wearing it, I will. And I think it looked better on me.
Wow, amazing.
And
you
she
kind
was
of took
very
it from
kind to give it to me.
Oh, so nice.
And since then, I've been wearing this. But
Wonderful.
I love this one. Yeah.
Now that we are on the topic of mothers and fathers, your extraordinary lineage speaks for itself. You come from a family that has decades in the art and cinema industry. How has that played into your aesthetic choices?
I think, for me, I like something that's simple, elegant, yet makes a statement.
Sure.
So, a lot of people love jewelry.
Right.
I make jewelry.
Right.
Ironically, I don't wear a lot of jewelry.
Okay.
But for me, I love collecting watches. I like wearing a watch,
Right.
because it makes a statement. It
Right.
makes sort of, I wouldn't say an impact, but it's a statement piece,
Right.
for me.
Sure.
And I think every watch that I own actually tells a story. That's what they say.
All
Every watch
watches
tells
should.
a story. Yeah.
I mean, if you buy a watch, it should, like you said previously, the hunt, as we chronoholics like to call it, the
yes.
hunt to find that piece, that elusive watch,
thrill.
the thrill of it, and then the thrill of acquiring it, owning
Yeah.
it, making it your own. putting scratches on
Putting
it.
scratches, owning those scratches.
Yes, absolutely,
And, then
all those
and the scratches also tell a story.
Tell a story. Yeah. No, I'm truly impressed that you love your watches. It's so nice. It's so refreshing to see.
I don't think I can be labeled a horologist,
Horologist.
but yet.
Yeah.
But I'm a small-time collector.
You're a wonderful collector.
Thank you.
Did your mother, the utterly beautiful Neetu
Yes.
Kapoor, have? You've told us about the watch that you
Yeah,
took from
yeah.
her. How about what would you say is another watch that you think is a wonderful addition to your collection from hers?
She's never going to give it to me.
Which one is it?
It's the Tortu, the Cartier.
Oh, yeah,
again.
yeah. Oh,
It's a
wow.
beautiful, it's a stunning piece that was gifted to her by my father. But there's another very interesting story.
Yeah.
Back in the day, my dad, he was a very, very long time ago. On one of his shoots, he bought this his and hers, the Patek. No,
Oh,
not the Patek, the
Acha.
Piaget.
The Piaget, okay.
Yeah, paper thin,
Yeah.
beautiful, stunning
Oh,
piece,
wow.
and of course that's what I'm not
Sure.
going to take that away
Sure.
from her because
Sure.
it's her piece.
Yes.
But I have my eyes on the Tortu now. She's never going to give it to me.
Yeah,
That's
no,
for
that
sure.
that Cartier is mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. I am telling you, it's
Yeah.
such a beauty. Yeah. But it looks good on her, and she started wearing it.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. She
If
probably
she's
thinks that I'm
wearing
gonna
it,
take
you know,
it.
if she's wearing it, then it's all about doing justice to your watches as well.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the
and I
thing.
keep telling him, like, Mama, you have beautiful pieces. Why don't you wear your watches?
Right,
You know.
right.
But I don't know why. She just never managed.
But you sort of convinced her to start
Now
wearing
I
her watches.
have, yeah.
That's very nice.
After this one, after she saw this on my
Yeah,
wrist,
yeah.
that's when she started. No, but I think she prefers jewelry over watches. Yeah.
No, that's pretty fair. But I think the bell is also rung, the alarms in her mind, because if one's gone,
Exactly, that's exactly what
you
I'm
should not
saying.
be- yeah, you
She
should not
has
be-
seen it on my wrist many times, and I was like, I think I should be wearing this before my daughter takes
There
this
you
away
go.
from me.
That's a lovely story about the Piaget pair that
Yes,
they bought.
yeah.
Tell me something. It's in your wheelhouse. You being a fashionista, how do you match your watches to your outfits? And if yes, how?
Not really.
Not really?
No, I mean, I just wear a watch. I love my watches. I mean, I'll wear it in the day. I'll wear
Yeah.
it and carry it, through
Yeah,
the day
sure.
until the evening.
Yeah.
And so I don't have a day watch. I don't have an evening watch. I can wear
Sure.
this particular one
Sure.
in the day, and I can wear it at night.
Right.
As I could with all my other pieces.
No, these are classics.
Yeah.
You could actually do that with
That's
them.
the thing.
Yeah, you would not
So-
worry about oh, this is a day watch, that's a night watch.
Yeah, so I like to invest in classics, and that's what I
Wonderful.
enjoy wearing.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
Yeah.
there's your caption and tagline right there. Okay. Since there are, like you said, because these are all-purpose, all-day watches. I mean, I would have asked you, what watch would you particularly wear to a cocktail party, for example?
This one.
This
right
there you
here.
go.
Yeah. It's a multi-purpose
Yeah,
watch.
sure. But what about a weekend brunch? What about a Sunday
Weekend
brunch?
brunch. Maybe my not so favorite
Mm-hmm.
one right there.
Yeah.
Unless you get me the tubo gas.
We'll find you.
Yeah.
We'll find it for you. For
Fingers
sure. Oh,
crossed.
we'll find it for you.
Yeah.
Well, now the
but
16,000 strong community is activated.
Come on, guys, let's do it.
Let's do it.
No, but
Yes.
it's really funny because I stopped wearing watches in between.
Sure.
Just pre-COVID,
Okay. Yeah.
because I had the fitness tracker
Ah,
on.
right, okay.
And I couldn't get myself, because you're wearing two watches.
Two
That's
watches.
amazing.
Yeah, because see, in the end, like you said, like we discussed, you have to do justice to your watches.
Right.
Even if you acquire way too many,
Yeah.
in the end, you got to wear them.
Exactly.
So this is what I do. I wear two watches
But
on a daily
that's
basis.
the thing.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing justice to my watches, and I was
Right.
wearing that fitness tracker,
Sure,
and I just and my mom, in fact, she was like, "Why aren't you wearing your watch? You know,
okay,
you're only
okay.
wearing this tracker on your hand."
Right.
And I was like, I need to go back, before the battery leaks out,
Sure.
before my watches get,
Sure.
they die out on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And that's when I was like, you know what, I need to start. Yeah.
Right. So did you actually, like I'm wearing two watches, did you start wearing a fitness tracker on one wrist and a watch on the other?
So I usually
Yeah.
wear my watches on the right.
Okay.
On
No,
the
but
right
maybe worth a try. You never know.
I'm going to try that. Thank you.
Right on. Okay. You told us that you prefer a watch over jewelry, but would you rather wear a bangle or a watch to for
Listen,
example?
I'm
a
never
wedding?
going to say no to jewelry because that's something I do. I make jewelry for
Yeah,
people. I
yeah,
create,
yeah.
and jewelry is something that's very, very close to my
Sure,
heart. So,
yeah.
of course, I encourage everyone to buy jewelry,
Right.
buy from me. But personally, I love wearing watches.
Wonderful.
So, I save my money
Yeah.
to buy a watch. People need to save their money to buy jewelry from me. Very simple, guys.
Yeah. No, well, I think that's a circle of life. Tell me something. When we collect watches, when we put in a significant chunk of money into these things, and these, in the modern day, a lot of people perceive these as jewelry. They perceive these as jewelry. A lot of these brands, like for example, Bulgari,
Yeah.
Cartier,
Yeah.
they are also jewelry brands. They're also
Yes.
fashion brands.
Yes.
They make watches which are jewelry, or jewelry which also double up as watches.
Correct. Yeah.
Would you own one of those? For example, the new Panther line from Cartier.
I love that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
you just reminded me of that model.
Not the one from the wish list.
No. Yeah, definitely. In fact, even Hermes has come up
Yes.
with the watch brooch.
Yes.
And that looks absolutely stunning. Something
yeah.
very, very innovative, very
Right,
creative.
right.
So I just saw it somewhere recently, and I was like, I instantly fell in love with it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a watch
Yeah,
brooch.
yeah.
Not too much into watch rings and
No,
all
fair,
that, but
fair.
that looks very sleek.
Yeah.
It makes a statement.
Right.
Creates an impact.
Right.
So that's something I actually thought was gorge.
Pretty innovative as well.
Very innovative.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
that's
and
how
it looks
you-
beautiful.
Absolutely, and that's how you bring new things to the industry. I mean,
Yeah.
the watch is done and dusted in a way, but how do you kind of generate extra interest from
Yeah.
from people who are not that much into watches and they appreciate trinkets, jewelry, they appreciate accessories and wearables. Those guys are now looking at Hermes, they're looking at Bulgari, they're looking at Cartier, because these brands, fashion brands, so to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
are now doing some excellent watchmaking.
I know, but there actually, to be honest, there are only a handful left, who are into watches and who are into wearing watches, because most of them are just wearing their trackers,
Yeah.
and there are so many. So I just feel, not everyone
Yeah.
these days. It's a community,
Sure,
as you said.
sure, yeah.
Very few are actually driven and
Yeah.
actually are watch enthusiasts.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So, what does watch collecting mean to you? What does
Oh
it
my
signify?
gosh, it's. I've said this before. I'm saying it again. It's something it's not just about time management.
Right.
It's about making a statement
Sure.
and owning your own style.
Yeah,
Yeah, your personal style.
yeah. And I think a watch can totally accentuate your personality, persona altogether.
Completely.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Me too.
So, Acha, this is a very important question and it's not just a question, but a whole discussion that's been going on in the community, in the industry for a few years now. This is a hobby, just like cars, for example. Horology, just like cars, is pretty dominated by men. Let's say not dominated, but a majority of the participation is from men.
Yeah.
And we have the data to say that there are women watch collectors, women who really love watches. Like, take you for example.
Yeah.
There are people like you out there.
Hardly.
Hardly, that's the point. I mean,
Hardly.
you are very interesting. You're very invested in this. I can see that. You're a thorough watch collector. You're a seasoned watch collector, from what I can say and say with a lot of surety today. But there are women like you out there. We as hobbyists have been unable to pull them into the crowd, pull them in with us, and for them to freely enjoy this hobby. What do you think we can do as hobbyists, as watch lovers, to loop in more women?
Include them in your community, for starters. Include me. I'll get more of my friends to join. No, in fact, to be honest, two or three of my best friends in Delhi,
Yeah.
they are watch enthusiasts. I
Wow.
wouldn't call them, horologists. What
Sure.
are they called?
Horologists.
This is a new
Horologists,
word I've learned,
yeah.
guys. So I'm just showing off. But they are, again, I would call them watch enthusiasts. So
Yeah,
every 2
sure.
or 3 days, they'll send me pictures, different
Yeah,
images of
yeah.
different brands,
Right.
watches. They're like, how is this and how's that? So they are also very, very into watches,
Sure.
but very, very few
Right.
like-minded.
No, fair. Fair.
But I just feel maybe like what you're doing right now with
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I'm sure there will be many others who will
Right,
watch this
right.
episode
Yeah.
and perhaps may want to join your community, your
Absolutely.
prestigious community.
Thank you for support, because we want people to enjoy this hobby. We want people to appreciate watches for the design, for the technology behind it, for the heritage behind watchmaking. Some brands have 270 years of watchmaking history.
That's the thing.
This
See, I
used-
don't know anything about the technical aspect,
Sure.
the mechanism.
Sure.
I only look at the design and what looks good on me. Bus.
And that's all
More
there
than
is
I have
to
no
it.
idea.
And that's all there is to it. That's in fact the first and foremost thing any watch collector should look at. And then the platform like we've created
Yes.
is also for those people who want to go into the nitty-gritty of it, want to
Right.
find out the materials, the mechanisms behind it. We have that kind of discussion. We have that kind of information, and we have those discussions on a daily basis.
Right.
So I'm really happy to see that you know what your watches are about. You have your stories with them. I love the fact that your father used to wear this Cartier
Yes,
Santos.
all the time.
What
All
a
the time.
watch,
And
yeah.
that's what I told my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm just going to take this watch because he wore this till the end.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm just going to keep it with me.
Right.
I may not wear it,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to keep it as,
Sure.
as his blessing with me.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
When we talk about watch collectors, there's always a wish list. You've told us our topmost watch on that
Remember,
list.
guys.
Yeah.
Remember.
What's number 2? What's number 3? What would you think? Sure, we'll hunt the Tibagas for you.
No, I should have that much money also, no? For number 2 and number 3. I'm saving my money for one watch.
We'll get there. We'll get there in due time then.
I mean, I don't have a number 2 or a number 3. It's
Okay.
it's that one watch that you really, really want
yeah.
and you go after.
Yeah.
And so my eyes are only looking for that piece.
Right.
I have
No other goal.
watch. No other watch on my wish list except for that one. This is something that I've been wanting for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of resellers
Yeah.
in the market and all, but for some odd reason, man nahi manta hai.
Fair, fair.
And also I just don't feel comfortable.
That's all right.
But if there is a piece somewhere in the world, somewhere in some store, then may as well.
May as well. No, we'll in due time.
Yeah,
fingers crossed
yeah,
it'll happen in
yeah.
due time.
That's what your watch will find you.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
don't find a watch.
Yes, that's
your
right.
watch
Will
will find you.
Yeah.
Come find me.
Tell me something very interesting. Do you, Bharat, your husband?
Yes.
Do you also kind of mooch off his watches? Do you also wear his?
I mean, he loves his watches.
Sure.
He's not a collector.
Okay.
He enjoys his Rolex and so on. But his taste is very different. you
Okay,
know.
all
Yeah,
right.
we have very, very different tastes. But I have my eyes on his watch also. To be honest, I know he's never going to give it to me.
Okay.
But
Which one is it?
it's the Rolex Yacht Master.
Oh wow, that's so nice. Yacht Master is a
Another
fantastic
addition to
one.
my collection.
Yeah.
But nah, it's
Would
a
go
very
well with this
far-fetched
one.
thought. Very far-fetched. But then again, like as I mentioned, it's very
Sure.
chunky.
Right.
Men's watch.
Right.
I'm not into that
Right.
now.
Right. Right.
So I'm into more sort of delicate, sleeker. So the one that I'm looking for has I think
Two
it's the
turns.
2 or the 3. I think the
Okay.
three turns.
Right,
I think
right.
2 or 3. Kuch bhi chalega. Whatever.
Sure.
Not fussy there.
Not fussy there. Fair enough.
But I have a request to Bulgari.
Yes.
Please come back, bring the brown dial back.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
that we Bulgari fans
Yeah.
want. The
Right.
brown dial. But I want them to bring their vintage watches back. The
Yeah.
lock and twist.
Oh, those were so nice,
Oh,
right?
those
Oh,
were a beauty.
my God, yeah.
The lock and twist, the tubogas.
Tubogas, yeah.
Bulgari.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this head, I'm
Yeah.
just not. I don't even know, to be honest, why I
Right.
got this one. I'm so sick of it now. Anyone wants to trade it with me?
So you know what? Eventually, this will come on our Chronoholic marketplace. You know what? This has been absolutely amazing, no question.
Thank
And
you
you're a
much.
wonderful watch collector. That I've come to a realization. We can all safely say that we know Riddhima Kapoor Sahni as a watch collector, absolutely. But there are a lot many people getting into the hobby now.
There
are,
Yeah.
right? Especially with the Instagram culture.
Yeah,
there's
for
a lot.
sure.
There's a lot more exposure.
Instagram has definitely brought at least the watch enthusiasts closer.
Yes, yeah.
And people are sort of building communities
Right.
and taking it from there. So
Right.
it's great.
Yeah.
Instagram has brought the world closer. for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
So there are so many people coming into the hobby now, especially women who are coming into the hobby. They appreciate things from afar. What is a message that you would love to give to women as well as new hobbyists coming into this circle?
So the message that I would like to give is be dedicated to what you want, look for your watch, enjoy the thrill, enjoy the journey, and then when you have it, embrace it and cherish your piece for years, as I have done with mine. There are a few hand-me-downs, but I absolutely love them. I will pass them to my daughter if she sort of takes to it. But cherish your piece, because and every watch has a story to tell. At least mine does. And love your babies.
No, absolutely, you have to do justice to your collection.
100%.
Yeah.
So the next time you see me, I'll probably be wearing 2 watches.
I really look forward to that. I really look forward to that.
Start the trend after you.
Thank you very much. And on that note, Riddhima Kapoor Sahni, she's been awesome and she's been wonderful company for this episode. We will see you soon on another episode of Chronoholic Stories. Thank you.
Thank you.